try this again. Been having connect problems. This is St. James versus Calera. St. James in the navy blue jerseys with the white numbers. Calera with a dark gray jersey and sky blue numbers maybe. St. James in the near court. St. James starts out with Kathleen Wright, Emily Olsey, Ashley White up front, Marilee Kapuya, Carson Ann Crow, and Bailey Williams on the back row. Referee, the down ref, is checking out scores. We've still got problems with people walking on the bleachers. It's a little bumpy, but they're our fans, so what can I say? Ball's about to be rolled into play. Calera will be serving to St. James. Serve comes in, played by Bailey Williams. Emily Olsey pushes it up to Ashley White. Gets the ball over. St. James digs the ball up. Carson Ann Crow to Emily Olsey over to Marilee Kapuya. Down the left line, gotten up by Calera. Ball comes up, played by Olsey. Kathleen Wright, Ashley White for the kill. Kathleen Wright with an assist. Right to White. St. James up now 1-0. Emily Poundstone serving. Poundstone serves the ball, floater serve into the middle of the Calera defense. Poundstone digs the ball up. Bailey Williams pushes it over to Marilee Kapuya. Ball goes long and out of bounds. Point to Calera. Score now 1-1, all evened up. Calera serving to St. James. Lefty serves the ball in, played by Emily Olsey. Poundstone pushes it back to Olsey on the left side. Ball's long, point to Calera. Calera now leads St. James 2-1. Lefty serving in for Calera. Serve comes in, played by Carson Ann Crow. Poundstone sets up Kathleen Wright. Kathleen Wright, the ball's tipped at the net. Calera gets the ball over. Played by Carson Ann Crow to Emily Poundstone. Back set to Kathleen Wright. Kathleen Wright with an attack. Calera gets the ball up. Attack, played by Carson Ann Crow to Emily Poundstone. Poundstone to Olsey. That's a kill for Olsey. Poundstone to Olsey. Nicely set up. That evens the score at 2-2. Number 7, Marilee Kapuya serving for St. James. Kapuya serve goes into the middle of the Calera defense. It's set up. Ball's tipped up, blocked. Nice try by Bailey Williams to get the ball up, but it's down on St. James' side to give Calera a side out and point. Calera now leads St. James 3-2. Calera serving the ball into St. James, played by Bailey Williams to Emily Poundstone. Carson Ann Crow on the left side. That's a kill for Crow. Poundstone to Crow on the left side. Point for St. James. That evens it up 3-3. Alan Browning, number 8, serving for St. James. Ball comes in. Floater serve. Nice serve. That's an ace by Browning. Give St. James the lead 4-3. Serve goes in middle of the defense for Calera. Calera sets up their attack. Blocked by Bailey Williams at the net. Played by Marilee Kapuya. Pushed it to Poundstone. Poundstone in the middle of Carson Ann Crow. That's a kill. Poundstone to Crow again in the middle. Point for St. James. It now leads 5-3. Browning serving for St. James. Browning serve goes in, a floater serve into the middle. Got a free ball for St. James, played by Alan Brown, and pushes it to Emily Poundstone. Carson Ann Crow in the middle. Dug up by Alan Browning on the St. James side. Over to Bailey Williams on the right side. Carson Ann Crow. Carson Ann Crow with a nice attack in the middle, but she hit the net on her follow-through, giving Calera a point. St. James still leads Calera 5-4. Ball comes in, played by Carson Ann Crow to Poundstone. Poundstone pushes it back to Crow. She tips it over the defense. Calera gets the ball up, plays it back, played by Browning to Poundstone. Poundstone to Olsey. Tipped. Kill for Olsey. Ball was tipped by the defender. Gives St. James their 6th point. They're now up 6-4. Emily Olsey, number 16, serving for St. James. Serve goes into the back left corner of Calera defense. They set up their attack. Saved by Olsey, played by Marilee Kapuya. Bailey Williams at the net, gets the ball over. That's a kill for Bailey Williams. Olsey serve goes into the middle of the Calera defense, close to the net. Play dug up nicely by Browning, saved by Carson Ann Crow. Browning gets the ball back over the net for the Trojans. Set up their defense. Ball's pushed out of bounds. Point to St. James. It was close, but it was out of bounds. Olsey still serving for St. James. It's now up over Calera, 8-4. Nice serve. Hits the tape and goes over for an ace. Ace for Olsey. St. James now up 9-4. Calera coach calls a timeout. St. James 9, Calera 4. Apologize for the bouncing of the screen. We got people all over the bleachers here and they're not steady. St. James still trying to find a rhythm on offense. A lot of hustle plays, getting the ball back over the court on defense. So Olsey, 16, still serving for St. James in the bottom right corner of your screen. Referee whistles the ball in play. Olsey serve goes in, floater serve to the middle of the defense. They push the ball over, saved by Olsey. St. James defenders couldn't get the ball off the court. Point for Calera. St. James leads 9-5. St. James needs a side out. Floater serve played by Bailey Williams at the net. Pushed back by Olsey. Block. Carson Ann Crow's blocked with the net. That's a lift. That didn't get called. Olsey pushes the ball up. Alan Brown and sets up Ashley White on the right side. Tipped at the net. Calera gets the ball over. Pushes the ball over the defense. Blocked by Carson Ann Crow. I thought she had a kill. That's wrong. I thought Carson Ann, point for St. James. I thought Carson Ann had a kill on that one, but the defenders got the ball back up. St. James leads now 10-5 with a side out. Carson Ann Crow serving for the Trojans. Serve goes into the back right corner, close to an overpass. They're close, push the ball over to Olsey. Carson Ann Crow calls it, pushes it to Ashley White. The ball hits the tape and rolls over. Marilee Kapuya couldn't push the ball back up. Point for Calera. St. James leading now 10-6. Referee down, ref pushes the ball up. Calera serve comes in. It's long. That's a service error for Calera, giving St. James their 11th point. Side out. Kathleen Wright comes in for Alan Browning. Bailey Williams, number 14, serving for the Trojans, up 11-6. Nice serve by Bailey, a screamer on the back left corner. Rolls. Oh. Ball hits the tape. The Trojans couldn't get the ball back over. Point for Calera. Calera won't go away. St. James still holds on to an 11-7 lead. Ref plays whistle dead as the ball from another court comes over onto our court. We get a do-over. Sorry for the shaking of the screen. Calera serves the ball into St. James, played by Carson Ann Crow to Emily Olsen. She back sets to Marilee Kapuya. Saved by Carson Ann Crow. Bailey Williams gets the ball over the net. Just barely. Nice play by Bailey. Carson Ann digs the ball up, pushes it to Emily Olsen. Kathleen Wright with a tip. 3 tips. Ball comes over, played by Bailey Williams. Pushes it to Olsen. Kathleen Wright on the left side. Block. Carson Ann Crow pushes it over the block. Free ball, St. James, played by Bailey Williams. Emily Olsen back sets to Ashley White, who's blocked at the net. Carson Crow gets the ball over to Bailey Williams. Bailey Williams gets the ball back over the net. Nice volley. Kathleen Wright with an overpass, tried to attempted kill. Point to St. James. Calera gave up on the play. I think they had one more hit. St. James up now 12-7. Emily Poundstone comes in for Ashley White. She'll be Poundstone serving for St. James. Nice serve to the middle of the Calera defense. Do-over called by the up ref as another ball comes over onto our court. 2 teams warming up on the court next to us. Poundstone serves the ball in again. Nice serve. Calera gets the ball over. Nice play by Carson Ann Crow. Gets it to Poundstone to Olsen. Ball's out. Point to Calera. Olsen put a nice lick on it, but the ball's just barely long. St. James 12, Calera 8. Lefty serving for Calera, floats it over to Carson Ann Crow. Gets it to Poundstone. Poundstone to Kathleen Wright in the middle. That's a kill for Kathleen Wright in the middle. Poundstone to Wright. St. James up now 13-8. Marilee Kapuya, number 7, serving for St. James. Nice serve back in the back left corner. Carson Ann Crow with an overpass. Nice kill by Carson Ann Crow. St. James up now 14-8. Kapuya still serving for St. James. Nice serve back in the back left corner. Roll clear over to Bailey Williams. Williams to Poundstone. Carson Ann Crow. Kill down the left line. Carson Ann Crow's 4th kill. Poundstone to Crow. St. James up now 15-8. Kapuya serve into the middle, back middle of Calera's defense. Ooh, nice play by the Calera attacker. It's a nice kill by her. St. James side out to Calera. St. James holds on to a 15-9 lead. Calera serves in, played by Bailey Williams, pushes it to Emily Poundstone in the middle, over to Olsen. That's a kill by Olsen. That's her 3rd kill. Poundstone to Olsen. St. James up now 16-9. Alan Browning, number 8, serving for St. James. Nice floater serve to the back row. Pushed up to the front. Nice play by Alan Browning to Poundstone. Poundstone to Crow. That's a kill for Carson and Crow on the left side. That's her 5th kill. Emily Poundstone's 8th assist of the match. Browning serves, floater serve into the middle of the defense. Tips over, played by Poundstone. Alan Browning takes charge. Carson Crow gets the ball over the net, down the left lane. Tipped over, blocked by Olsey. Another block, dug up nicely by Marilee Capulla. Carson Crow gets it over to Poundstone. Poundstone gets the ball over the net. Roll, played by Bailey Williams. Poundstone back sets to Carson Crow. Gets the ball over. Nice block by Carson Crow at the net. Roll, Carson Crow gets it to Poundstone. Poundstone back to Olsey. Touch at the block. Point to St. James. Kill for Olsey, that's her fourth. Coach for Calera questioning the touch. The touch was at the net. The down ref tells the up ref what number it was. Calera coach calls a timeout. Timeout on the court with St. James leading Calera 18-9. Got our own fans shaking the bleachers. They'll be the first ones to complain about the video. Alan Browning serving for St. James, up 18-9. Nice floater serve. That's an ace by Browning. That's her second ace of the match. 19th point for St. James. It's up now 19-9 over Calera. Nice floater serve back to the back right. Oh, dunked over by the Calera setter. That's their side out for Calera. That's their 10th point. St. James up 19-10. Serve comes into the net. Service error by Calera gives St. James their 20th point. St. James up now 20-10. Emily Olsey, number 16, back serving for St. James. Olsey serve goes into the back right corner. That's an ace for Olsey. That's her second ace of the match. Score now St. James 21, Calera 10. Substitutions for Calera. Olsey gets the ball back over the back left corner. Pushed up to the middle by Calera. Ball is played by Alan Browning over to Olsey. Olsey pushes it over to Carson Crow. Kill down the left side for Crow. That's her sixth kill of the match. Olsey to Crow. St. James 22, Calera 10. Ball goes in, floater serve back to the middle of Calera's defense. It's a nice attack by number 4 for Calera. That's their side out for Calera. That's their 11th point. St. James up 22-11. Ball comes in, played by Alan Browning. Off her shoulder and out of bounds. Point for Calera. St. James still holds a 10-point lead, 22-12. Serve comes into the net. Service error by Calera gives St. James a side out. St. James up now 23-12. Carson Ann Crow, number 11, back serving for St. James. She's on the bottom left side of your screen. Crow serve comes into the back right corner of Calera's defense. Roll dug up by Carson Ann Crow nicely. Olsey over to Malika Puya on the left side. Pushed over, played by Olsey. Carson Ann Crow pushes it to Ashley White on the right side, off the block. That's a kill for Ashley White from Crow. Carson Ann with a nice assist. Point for St. James. That gets us to set point. St. James up now 24-12. This is the one we're looking for. Nice serve by Carson Ann to the back right. Overpass played by Marilika Puya. Olsey, Bailey Williams. That's a kill by Williams. That's her second kill and ends the first set. St. James wins the first set, 25-12. Again, these matches are our best 2 out of 3. Our fans shake the bleachers, walking out. Trojans will get a break in between this game and the final game in pool play where we play the Jasper Vikings. That match is scheduled for 1 o'clock, but I know the games are rolling. There'll be a match between our games here. But let's go. Hopefully the Trojans are getting ready to play the best match of the season so far against Walker County, who's ranked number 1 in 5A. Both teams getting final instruction for the second set. Trojans break huddle. St. James starts the second set with Ashley White, Bailey Williams, Marilika Puya, Kathleen Wright, Emily Olsey, Carson Ann Crow, and Emily Poundstone. Marilika Puya comes in for Ashley White. St. James will be serving to Calera in the second set. Down ref finished checking the lineups for both sides. Number 10, Emily Poundstone back serving for St. James. Ball comes in. That's an ace on the line for Poundstone. That's her first ace of the day, or of this match. Score, St. James 1, Calera with 0 starting out. Poundstone's second serve goes to the floater serve back in the middle of the defense. We got a double hit called on the Calera setter. Second point for St. James. It's up now 2-0. Poundstone serves, floater serve back to the middle. Pushed over, saved by Carson Ann Crow. Back over to Marilika Puya. I thought that was touched at the net. They didn't call touch. Point to Calera. Oh, hold on. We got a down ref that called a touch. That's a kill for Marilee Kapuya. Nice call. St. James up now 3-0. Poundstone serves into the back left corner, floater serve. They're hustling. They got a free ball coming to St. James, played by Bailey Williams to Emily Poundstone. Back to Olsey. Hits the Calera defender in the chest. Gets the ball back over to Olsey. She tips it over. Saved by Carson Crow. Kathleen Wright tries to tip it over the block. Calera gets the ball over, played by Poundstone. They call 4 hits on Calera. Nice hustle play by the Trojans. Keep the ball in play and get the ball over the net. St. James up this second set, 4-0. Poundstone serving back to the back left corner. Their hustle play pushed over by Calera. Olsey to Poundstone. Kathleen Wright. Get out of here, ball. That's a kill for Kathleen Wright. That's her second of the match. St. James up now 5-0. Poundstone floater serve back to the back right. Oh, that's a back. That's a ball handling error on the Calera setter. She serves it or sets it back over their bench. Point for St. James. St. James leading now 6-0. Poundstone serves back to the back left corner. Calera, that's a double hit on their setter. That's the 7th point for St. James. It's on a roll. St. James 7, Calera 0. Poundstone serves it back to the back right corner. Pushes the ball over. Free ball for St. James, played by Olsey to Poundstone. Back set to Kathleen Wright. Attack down the right side. It's pushed back over, played by Bailey Williams. To Poundstone to Crow. Oh, she hit it in the net. Tough angle. Attack error by St. James gives Calera a side out and their first point. St. James leads 7-1. Double zero, the libero for Calera. Serves the ball in. Oh, it's like a curveball. Bailey Williams dove for it. Couldn't get, she got a hand on it, couldn't get it back up. St. James still leads Calera 7-2. Put like a curve on that serve when she hit it. It was a miss hit. Getting close to 5 seconds. Ball comes in. Bailey Williams again, serves it up. That's an ace for the Calera server. That's their 3rd point. That ball sliding away from Bailey as it comes to her. You got to make an adjustment here. St. James still up 7-3. Serves the ball in. Played by Olsey. Over to Poundstone. Back up in the middle to Kathleen Wright. Off the block. Kill for Kathleen Wright. Poundstone laid it up for her and she hammered it off the block. That's a side out for St. James. It leads Calera now 8-3. Marilee Kapuya, number 7, serving for St. James. The back right corner. Overpass. Kill for Carson Crow. Overpass by the Calera defender. She laid it up there for Carson to tip it down. St. James leads now 9-3. Kapuya still serving for St. James. Serves it to the middle of the defense. They push it up. The Calera attacker hits it off Olsey's block for a side out and a point for Calera. St. James up now 9-4. Calera serving to St. James. Played by Bailey Williams to Emily Poundstone. Back to Olsey in the middle. She gets the ball over the net. Pushes it up to the net. Kathleen Wright with a nice defensive play on the right. Oh, that's a smart play by Carson Crow. Kill for her. She pushes the ball back to the back of the back right corner of the defense where nobody was at. Nice play. St. James up 10-4. Alan Browning serving for St. James. Nice floater serve back to the back right corner. Got a free ball for St. James. The Calera attacker hits the ball out of bounds. St. James leading now 11-4 with Browning still serving. Nice floater serve, played in the middle of the defense, pushed back up. Blocked by Carson Crow on the front. That's her first block. Point for St. James. St. James leads now 12-4. Browning serve. Oh, it hits the net. Into the net. Point for Calera. I thought it was going to get over the net. Another service error for St. James. St. James leading now 12-5. Ball comes in, played by Allen Browning up to Poundstone. Poundstone pushes it to Carson Ann Crow. That's a kill down the left side for Crow. That's her 9th kill of the match. 13th point for St. James. It now leads clear of 13-5. Emily Olsey, number 16, back serving for St. James. Olsey serve goes, floater serve back to the back row. Push back over, play by Marilee Capulla. Olsey pushes it over to Carson Ann Crow. It's another kill by Crow. Olsey to Crow. Nicely laid out, perfectly set up by Emily Olsey for St. James. It leads now 14-5. Olsey serving. Ball goes into the back left corner. Pushed up. Got a free ball for St. James. Played by Allen Browning to Olsey. Olsey pushes it. Oh, Ashley White had a good shot at it. The ball's hit long. Point for Calera. Out, and St. James still leads 14-6. Nine serve to the middle of the back row. Free ball for St. James, played by Browning. Olsey pushes it over to Capulla. Nice play. Oh, but she got the ball up. Allen Browning pushes it to Olsey. She back sets it. Ashley White. White with an attack. Ball comes back over, played by Carson Ann Crow. Pushes it over. Carson Ann Crow digs the ball up, gets it to Pounds. Emily Olsey over to Ashley White. Calera gets the ball up. They push the ball back over. We got a line violation on Calera. Point for St. James. St. James leading now 17-6. Timeout, Calera. Referees whistle play. Both teams still in the huddle. St. James breaks huddle. Maybe not. Here they come. Calera takes the court. St. James ready to play. Carson Ann Crow, number 13. Still back serving for St. James with a 17-6 lead. Serve comes into the middle of the back row. Blocked by Ashley White at the net. Pushed up by Marilee Capulla. Olsey back over to Capulla on the left side. That's a kill for Capulla. Ball's down. Olsey set it up for her. She hammered it over the defense. It's 18-6, St. James. Crow serve goes into the back right corner and it's out of bounds. That's a service error by St. James, giving Calera their 7th point inside out. St. James still leading Calera 18-7. Serve into the net. Service error by Calera gives St. James a side out and their 19th point as they lead 19-7. Bailey Williams, number 14, back serving for St. James. Nice serve back to the middle of the back row. That's a double hit by Calera, giving St. James a point. St. James now leads 20-7. over Calera. Nice serve by Bailey, handcuffed the defender. Bailey, nice serve back to the back left corner. Ball set up. We got a free ball to St. James, played by Bailey Williams to Olsey. Olsey pushes it up to Kathleen Wright. Kathleen Wright at the net, intimidated them. They let the ball bounce. Point for St. James. St. James up now 21-7. Williams serve barely out of bounds on the back row. Service error by St. James. Gives Calera their 8th point in the side out. St. James leading now 21-8. Serve comes in, played by Carson Ann Crow. Emily Olsey pushes it to Kathleen Wright on the left side. Attack error, ball gets hit into the net for Calera's 9th point. St. James leading now 21-9. Lefty serves the ball in. Long service error by Calera gives St. James a point. St. James leading now 22-9. Emily Poundstone, number 10, comes in for Ashley White. Poundstone serving for St. James. Serve goes to the right corner. Ball's pushed out of bounds by the setter for Calera. St. James' 23rd point. They now lead 23-9. Poundstone serves, floater serve to the middle of the defense. They push the ball over to their left side. Attack, nice kill by the Calera attacker. St. James side out to Calera. St. James still leading 23-10. 0-0 there, libero serving. Ball comes in, played by Bailey Williams to Emily Poundstone. She pushes it. Marilee Capulla on the right side that's blocked. Kathleen Wright tips it over the block. Ball's pushed over, saved by Poundstone. Kathleen Wright pushes it over. Attack by Kathleen Wright on the right side, and that's a kill for Wright. I think that was Emily Olsey that got that. That's Kathleen Wright's 4th kill. That gets us to set and match point. St. James up 24-10. Number 7, Marilee Capulla serving for the set and the match. That serves long. Another service error for St. James. Side out. That gives Calera their 11th point as St. James is still playing for set and match point. St. James up 24-11. Serve comes in, played by Carson Ann Crow to Emily Poundstone. She pushes it ahead to Olsey, tips it over the block. That's a kill for Olsey. Poundstone to Olsey, that's the game. St. James wins the second set, 25-11. St. James will next play number 1 ranked in 5A classification, Jasper Vikings. That game will scheduled start at 1 o'clock. Games are still rolling and we're way ahead. So the next game will be St. James and Jasper.